Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 25 online game. Today we had the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that won some big games this week, and as crazy as it especially would have sounded 2 weeks ago, let alone now, these are two teams that could be playing in the playoffs this year. They could be in the Meadowlands in February. Because, they're dangerous teams once they get in the playoffs, and people had opportunities to keep them out, but here they are still in it. And this is a ranked game, by the way, on the current gen on 360. Played him some month ago. This guy was pretty good, so I had to deal with him. He had a pretty good offense. Don't want to say his defense was great or anything, but he was definitely skilled on the offensive side. And that's one thing about Madden. Usually against really good opponents, you realize if they're either A, really good offensively, B, really good defensively, or really good on both sides. Rarely do you ever play someone who's really good on both sides. There's really not that many people who can play both sides really good. This guy was one of the people who was winning a lot because of his offense and not so much of his defense, as you'll see later. But anyways, the Packers somehow got a gift of playing against the Cowboys. I mean, there's no way to put it. The Cowboys just did one of their famous Cowboy-like collapses as the linebacker decides he doesn't want to cover Eddie Lacy deep there. Just kind of stood there for no reason, didn't react. And yeah, I mean, no other way to put it. Cowboys just did what they can do. Run the ball. Nah, let's pass it. Even though we got a proven choke artist in Tony Romo at quarterback, let's continue passing the ball in the fourth quarter. And, Matt Flynn, that's the real Matty Ice right there, man. Forget Matt Scott. Forget Matt Ryan. It's Matt Flynn. How many times has he done it? At least a few times he's come back in the fourth quarter to help the Packers at least tie a game, like the Vikings game, or just straight up win it, like this Cowboys game. And, the Cowboys, they just continue to screw themselves over. And that's why I will always pick against them. When it comes to, a battle for the NFC East, will be in Week 17. I'm going to pick the Eagles for that game because you can't pick the Cowboys. Another team you can't pick is the Lions. I've been telling you guys for a while, the Lions are just a team that likes to lose. They find ways to lose. We almost get that pick. If only I had somebody faster than Headable to use there, then maybe we get that. But otherwise, he gets the first down, move the chains there. But yeah. The Lions, they just find ways to lose. It starts with the coach. It starts with the quarterback as well. Those two will find ways to lose. The coach, not calling a timeout before the Justin Tucker field goal attempt when it was kind of obvious they were going for the field goal there. Well, not obvious, but I could definitely call a timeout either way there on that 4th down and 5. He didn't. And then the quarterback Stafford screwing it up. And, there's a reason why those two teams probably will not be making the playoffs this year, right? Just point blank. And starts with the quarterback, starts with the coach. Garrett's not that good either. We're pretty good here. We get the pick here. He was throwing that slant route quite a few times, so just bait the hot read. And that's one thing. If you do that in Madden, you're set. If you could bait someone's hot read as perfectly as I did there, make them think it's open, but it really isn't, then you're gonna force turnovers as we did there, especially at the goal line. That was a big time turnover to get. When, like I said, his offense was his main strength, and we just took that away from him a little bit. And now we force him to play defense, which he can't really play well. But yeah. As far as the NFC North, the Packers aren't exactly, walking into the playoffs there. They still got to hope that they could beat the Bears in Week 17. Granted, the Bears win next week. And, there's still things that they have to, hope goes their way. And same thing with the Ravens. Their thing is a little bit less. Actually, I think their playoff destiny is kind of in their control. They win out. They actually win the NFC North thanks to the Bungles losing on Sunday night. Yes, I did say Bungles. They're just... That's what people used to call them back in the day when they sucked, the Bungles or something like that, They're just not good, all right? We'll just put it that way. Or at least, they're another team that probably won't be able to figure out how to win big games in quite a while, if ever. But yeah, the Ravens, I think they actually control their own destiny in the AFC North now. So, these are two teams that you don't want to see in the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers with Eddie Lacy in the backfield, with Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb and James Jones. I don't think anybody wants to see the Packers in that NFC. I think they're the one team that, besides maybe the 49ers, that Seattle really has to fear. Because the Packers could walk on the road and they could beat the Seahawks, I mean, they should have done it last year before the Hail Mary. And you see Rodgers is injured. He's out for the game. So my opponent has to deal with Seneca Wallace. No Matt Flynn, unfortunately. I think this is before Flynn was even on the roster. This game was played quite a while ago, like I think I mentioned. If I didn't, yeah, this game was played like a month ago. So Seneca Wallace is in the game, which I'm not really too happy about because Seneca Wallace is a pretty fast quarterback. But it's not Aaron Rodgers, so that's definitely good. Hopefully Seneca Wallace makes some bad passes as he actually makes a good pass there. But yeah, Packers no supposed to play them. The Ravens, I don't know who the hell wants to play the Ravens in a very flawed AFC. All the top teams that are about to win their divisions are flawed. And the Ravens, they're the one team that could get hot and You know, they got a cool quarterback who could come through. They got a good defense, which is very important in the playoffs. You know, even though you lose the old guys, Lewis and Reed, you replace them with guys like Darryl Smith and Matt Elam who are making plays, and plus Ladarius Webb coming back from the ACL tear. You know, you got pieces on that defense who are playing well. And Elvis Dumerville, by the way. Gotta mention him. He's playing really well this season alongside Terrell Suggs. The two of them are playing really good on those two end spots, those linebacker spots. Really good. So, and one guy who isn't playing good in real life, Ray Rice, just bust off a huge run here. He gets a touchdown. I'm thinking, maybe I get a field goal, take the lead for halftime. Nah. One play, Ray Rice gone. That's what I'm talking about. This guy, you know, 43 seconds left. There is no reason to give up that kind of run for a touchdown. But that's what he did there. As my opponent, this thing I didn't like about Seneca Wallace, the fact that Seneca Wallace can lead the pocket like that. But yeah, I mean, the Broncos lost. The Chiefs are the Bengals lost pretty badly to the Steelers. That was just that's just the thing about the Bengals team. They're never consistent. They look good at home. They look good 2 weeks in a row. But then on that third game, when you think they're about to put together a 3-game winning streak, because we almost get a pick there with Big Nada, they just blow it, especially against teams that they should be winning against. So, you know, there's no reason to think that the Bengals are going to go too far in the playoffs. The Colts, they've already proven that they're inept without Reggie Wayne. They beat a bad Houston Texans team, so you can't really take too much away from that game. At home, that's a game they had to win. If they lost that game, then they truly had a problem. They already clinched a playoff spot, so there's not too much to worry about them. But yeah, once they get in, I don't know what they're going to do. The Patriots, they're just depleted. Injuries all over the place. The Gronk injury as well as the Hernandez jailing is coming back now. Oh, they already came back early in the season. What's really going to kill them now as they go in the playoffs? I'm not too sure how much Tom Brady can put the team on his back and how much Coach Bill Belichick could coach a defense without too many star players. You know, they got great pieces at the top, but at the bottom, it's like unlike the Lions situations or like the other team I mentioned, the Cowboys. You know, you got the top that's good and the bottom that's bad, instead of the bottom that's bad and the top. I don't know what the hell. It will make sense, all right? Hopefully that shit makes sense. I just botched it pretty badly. But one thing I didn't botch is this third down here. We're up 7, trying to get a touchdown here, or at least anything to make it a 2-possession game. We got a big third down there, to Torrey on the drag route there. Just, you know, playing smart football right now, not turning the ball over, getting completion after completion. We bring Tyrod Taylor in the game for his speed. He's got Seneca Wallace, so I counter with Tyrod. We throw it deep here, but Ed Dixon drops the ball and gets injured to boot. But, yeah, so that's basically my thoughts. I don't have too much thoughts this week. If anything, I'll just do another video on the thoughts because this game's about to get pretty good here. So we'll focus a little bit on this game here. That's my thoughts on the NFL for this week. This game, like I said, we're trying to make it a 2-possession lead. About to take off in the pocket here with Tyrod Taylor to get the first down, but I get big hit by Clay Matthews. And I try to take off. Matthews shed. If I knew Clay Matthews was going to shed like that, I would have kept Tyrod in there because I was not going to take a big hit from Clay Matthews. Instead, big BJ Raji picks it up and runs it all the way to midfield. And pretty much the only way I wasn't going to win this game was by the magic of onside kicking or something like that. And, you know, I can't really blame Madden on that. That was just, you know, Tyrod Taylor taking the big hit from Clay Matthews. That's not really going to work on your favor much. So that's just, you know, unfortunate, if anything, for us. But now, because of that, he's in a position where he can tie the game, which, like I said, the only way that was going to happen was because of, you know, something that didn't go my way. Not because of the way I was going to execute. I was executing pretty good on offense. But, you know, we hold into a field goal there. So it's still a win for us. We fumble the ball, we hold to a field goal, and we keep the lead, and we go deep for Torrey Smith here, and a touchdown makes it a 2-possession lead. So, at the end of the day, that fumble didn't come back to haunt us too badly here if we get the touchdown. By the way, face mask? Look at Ray Rice. Why was that not a face mask? And here's what I'm saying. How can you tell someone doesn't know what they're doing on defense when they run commit to the right like that? And he does it again. Like, what is he doing? I ran this play specifically expecting him to run commit to the right, but he actually used it over there. I didn't expect him to do that. This play, I got away with this play, definitely. Usually, when I throw those kind of balls in coverage, I usually get intercepted. Usually, when other people do it, they get it on me. And usually, when I pooch it, Randall Cobb doesn't take it back for a touchdown. Freaking A. I pooch the ball so this doesn't happen, and naturally this happens. You know, I fumbled the ball. Everything, you know, I have everything going. Defense is playing decently, at least forcing him to make a lot of plays to go downfield. Offense is holding up. And what do you know? Offense fumbles, and we give up a touchdown special teams. It's like, am I going to lose this game or what? Not with Torrey Smith on the field here. This dude just burned him deep. You cannot lead this guy one-on-one here because he will burn whoever's on him. He's faster than everybody else. except for like Dominic Rodgers Cromartie. But until he shows up on the field, you know, I'm gonna continue going deep there. And oh my God, we would have gotten that pick once again. It's like, am I supposed to lose this game or what? I just need one thing to go my way, just one thing to go my way. What are you doing, man? This ain't volleyball. What are you doing swatting the ball? I'm just waiting for that one thing to go my way, that one turnover that could finally put this game away with, because this game I just need to put away. I've had a lot of opportunities, and this is it, but we don't get that one there. Oh, man. And is he punting the ball on 4th down 10 points with 3 minutes to go? Obviously, actually 11 points there. Obviously not. He calls a timeout. I guess he hit gameful or something by accident, but that's pretty important there because he ends up burning a timeout. He goes for a very long field goal and actually gets it there. Kind of surprised he did that rather than go for 4th down and 5 when you're down 2 scores, but whatever he felt like. He's down 8. He feels like he can get a stop, and I feel like he can't get a stop because he hasn't really gotten a stop all game. 2nd down and 7 here. By the way, the important thing about him using up Windows timeouts is now you see he only has 1 timeout here, and on 3rd down and 8, he run commits for no reason, and that leaves Torrey Smith wide open. And this dude is definitely getting the MVP. We come out to win here. 8 catches for 253 yards. Now he's down. He's out of timeouts, and as Tyrod Taylor takes off here, game over. We get the 1st down, and since he used up that timeout earlier, he doesn't have a timeout to stop me. I can need a ball in 3 downs, kill 40 seconds each. That kills the whole game. We win the game, which I won't be able to display because he didn't want to watch me need out. You know, I'm cool with that. He wants to concede. He doesn't want to waste 2 minutes of our lives by me needing it down. He just concedes. That's cool. So I'll take the win. Good game to him. He was a pretty straight up player for the most part. And you know, hope you guys leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed the game and all that. Subscribe for more Madden 25 online games like this, and I will catch you guys next time.